Jean Valjean entered a narrow alley and laid Marius on the ground. The young man moaned, bleeding from his left upper arm. Jean Valjean took out his handkerchief and tied it around Marius's arm in an effort to stop the bleeding. Then he lifted Marius on his back again and walked on. He felt unsafe on the surface street. He looked down on the ground. The iron grate of a manhole caught his eye. He put Marius down again and opened the grate. He crawled down first and then pulled Marius down carefully. Now they were in the Paris sewers. Jean Valjean, with Marius on his back, walked in the dark and wet underground passage. He didn't know where he was going.
Will I ever find an outlet before it's too late for him?
He had walked aimlessly for about half an hour when he saw his shadow cast before him.
It's my shadow. That means there's light behind me.
Surprised, he looked back. It was a bunch of dazzling flashlights. Keeping away from the lights, Jean Valjean backed up to the wall of the sewer. Soon, silhouettes of several people were visible. They could be either soldiers or policemen, he thought. Fortunately, they did not find Jean Valjean and Marius. Jean Valjean held his breath as they passed by.
Boy, that was close.
Jean Valjean walked on until he reached a place which was dimly lit by lights coming through a manhole grate. Exhausted, he put Marius down. He took a close look at Marius's wound. The bleeding had not stopped completely. Jean Valjean tore a piece off Marius's shirt and tied his arm one more time. He saw a slip of paper sticking out of Marius's pocket. He took it out and read it by the dim light. It was a note written by Marius. He had written it at the barricade in preparation for his possible death. It read,
My name is Marius Pontmercy. If I die, please take me to my grandfather's home, located at the Rue de Calvaire, number 6.
Following a short break, Jean Valjean lifted Marius on his back again and continued his trek. Now he was entering water. He felt slime instead of solid pavement under his feet. He sank deeper and deeper in the water. The thought of drowning in the slimy water frightened him. Suddenly his feet hit something hard. It was an inclining pavement. As he crawled up the slope, the water level receded.
This slope may lead us to an exit.
He guessed right. The slope led them to an arched outlet closed by a door of iron bars.
Thank God, we are saved.
But the door was firmly fastened with a big lock.
Oh, my God.
Jean Valjean clenched the bars and tried to open the door in vain. In frustration, he dropped his head between his knees. At that moment, he felt a tap on his back. "Let's go halves!" He turned to find a man who looked familiar. It was Thénardier. The innkeeper turned extortionist did not show it if he recognized Jean Valjean in the near darkness.
What do you mean?
"I know you killed the man to rob him. If you share the loot 50-50 with me, I will open the door for you. I have the key." Jean Valjean took about 30 francs in coin out of his pocket and gave it to Thénardier.
That's all I have with me right now. Take all.
"You didn't kill for much, did you?" Thénardier put the money in his pocket and opened the door. "Well, a promise is a promise. I'll open it for you." Jean Valjean, carrying Marius on his back, went out of the sewer into an open space near a riverbank. "He looks familiar." As he laid Marius on the ground, he sensed someone standing behind his back.
Who could that be?
He looked back. It was none other than Javert. "Mr. Valjean, what are you doing here?
My God, he seems to follow me everywhere.
Jean Valjean took out Marius's note and showed it to Javert.
Please, help me take him to this address. He needs a doctor immediately.
Inspector Javert called for a carriage. With all three of them aboard, the buggy rushed to Marius's grandfather's house. The carriage arrived at Marius's grandfather's mansion, and the unconscious young man was carried inside. Marius's grandfather was a rich royalist retiree who disliked his grandson for his revolutionary ideas. He had refused to finance Marius's marriage to Cosette. Marius's grandfather called a doctor, who gave Marius first aid as Jean Valjean and Javert looked on. When the two men returned to the carriage, Jean Valjean spoke first.
Inspector, I'm your prisoner again. Please do me a favor before you put me in custody.
What is it?
Let me go home for a minute, please. I want to see my daughter.
Very well. Javert told the buggy driver to go to the Rue de l'Homme Armé, number 7, where Jean Valjean and Cosette lived with a housekeeper. The carriage stopped in front of Jean Valjean's house. Javert told the driver to leave without them. Go in, I'll wait here for you.
Thank you, Inspector.
Jean Valjean went upstairs. On the way to his room, he looked out the window. To his surprise, Javert was gone. Meanwhile, Javert walked slowly along the Seine. I've always thought I represented law and order, but I've let a criminal go because he spared my life once. This is not justice. I've betrayed law and order by setting Jean Valjean free. His life as a strict law enforcement officer who had never been lenient to lawbreakers seemed suddenly meaningless. Unable to stand the painful conflicts in his mind, Javert threw himself into the river. Only his cane was left on the parapet as an indicator that Inspector Javert had committed suicide.